I made so many videos on the Yu Yu Hakusho manga, and that's just because, like I said, I finished my reread. And specifically the ending. I can't get over this ending and just kind of how tragic it is. And I feel like it has a lot to do with the real world stuff going on with the creator and how his health was in decline because of the series. I don't know, I'll never be able to put into words how much I love Yu Yu Hakusho and how much, like, the series affected me. And I don't know. It really makes me bummed out that the series ended the way it did. But it also was kind of like, I feel like Yu Yu Hakusho, no series could have ended the way this series did unless it was Yu Yu Hakusho. Like, and I mean that because, like, even though I love a lot of the fights, a lot of the conclusions to a lot of things, they kind of just happen. They aren't really set up too well for the most part. And yeah, that's a flaw in the writing, and Togashi does get better at that. I mean, I feel like Yu Yu Hakusho and Hunter x Hunter are two sides of the same coin. Like, Yu Yu Hakusho is a very kind of somewhat simple, but very enjoyable, very wholesome, very, like, very well written battle shonen. And Hunter x Hunter's on the other side. Same thing, but the main difference is, look at the fights. Hunter x Hunter, every rule in Hunter x Hunter is explained and laid out versus Yu Yu Hakusho. Some things just aren't explained, and some things you kind of just have to go with and trust Togashi, you know what I mean? But I just find it so sad that the series ended the way it did. And I guess I'm trying to find peace with that, but some things you just can't, you know? Like, some series start and they end, and it sucks. It's a damn shame, but I have every volume of the manga. I've watched every episode of the anime. This series is definitely in my top 10. Almost definitely in my top 5. Definitely my top 5. Might be top 3. I mean, when I think of some of my favorite series, I think of Berserk, I think of Vinland Saga, I think of Chainsaw Man, I think of Dragon Ball. But Yu Yu Hakusho is just... Like, Dragon Ball will always be my favorite in the sense that it was, like, my first anime, like, ever that I got into and everything. But Yu Yu Hakusho is just so special. I love it so much. And I'm sad the series ended the way it did. But I think there's almost like a finality in it, you know? Like, I'm not mad because Togashi deserved it. He deserved to just take a break from manga. And he came back with Hunter x Hunter, and look at that. So I think Yu Yu Hakusho is just a perfect lesson that everything happens for a reason. Even though the ending kind of broke my heart in the sense where it was so abrupt. The ending in itself, like, if you look at it for what it was, the ending was good in the sense that it was satisfying. You know, characters got a happy ending. Kind of status quo stayed the same, but it wasn't like, you know what I mean? It wasn't anything too game-changing, but it was just, again, Yu Yu Hakusho, you feel like the characters are your friends. And they got a happy ending. So what more could I ask for?